Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my airplane friends. Happy to be here sharing with you guys my next project, which I'm pretty excited about. This is Turbinator 2 aircraft by Boomerang RC jets. For me to get my turbine waiver on. I've been out of the hobby for quite a few years, but getting back into it and forgot how much I missed it. But back in the day, I always wanted to get into the jet aircraft, and obviously they're quite expensive, so I'm coming back here to do it on the budget, which I know is a relative term. I actually had a Zeroli Turbinator kit cut by National Ball, so that's been sitting in my basement for quite a few years, and until I saw that Boomerang had a Labor Day sale on the ready to cover version, which I actually didn't even know they offered for a good price. So I pulled the trigger on it, which I feel a little guilty on because at heart I'm a builder. I find the building process quite satisfactory. Excuse me. But this one was a good price. Came with the gear, fuel tank, and some other accessories and bits. Just stick in your servos and a turbine and go fly. I was a little bummed though when they were offering a ready to cover package with all of the lightning holes all over the back of the airplane here. I think Turbinators typically come out quite tail heavy, needing a lot of nose weight, so obviously see what they're doing here. So fiberglassing and painting is probably not an option. That was my initial plan, but that's okay. I have tons of monocoat in my stash, so we'll go ahead and do a fun covering scheme on this one and have a good time putting it together and flying it, hopefully. Build quality overall I'm pretty happy with. It's pretty coarse. I think it's going to need definitely another rub down of 320 or 220 grit sandpaper to get dialed in. Excuse me, coming off a cold here, so I'm making a bunch of noise. But to get this thing all prepped for covering and installing of the gear and going to play with it. So I'm thinking either a Swewin 80 or a KingTech K70 G4. Undecided. I know they just released a K86 G4, which might be nice. I'm in Colorado here, so we have some thin air to compensate for, so we'll see what we decide. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with it. It looks good. It definitely has a few things I'll probably tweak on it. What's kind of nice is in this format, being not finished, I can go ahead and make some mods and edits to it if needed. One of those is this one. I thought the elevator tips were kind of strange. I'm going to see if I can get this on video a little better. But it has these like nice rounded horizontal stabilizer tips on here, and the elevator itself like doesn't really match. And this is kind of bothering me a little bit. So I'll go through and make some small modifications to the airframe and sand things up, clean things up to get this thing how I like it. So with that, yeah, it comes with a Kevlar fuel tank, which I thought was kind of cool. They didn't mention this on the website. This is a 60 or 70 ounce capacity tank. I'm not quite sure the size. It does come with another set of wingtips. If you don't like that kind of fuel tank look, you can put just a standard wingtip on. I might do some sort of winglet on there to put my own style on. These to me are trash. Little plastic wheel covers. Comes with electronic retracts and brakes. These are ER120s. Looks like kind of a JP style landing gear and so forth. But one thing I found odd is it came with like a set of aluminum stab and vertical stabilizer tubes, in addition to the carbon fiber that are in the airplane now. I'll show you what I mean here. This is just slid together right now, but so I have the carbon rod in there now, but it came with aluminum ones as well. I don't know why they do that, or I'll probably go with the carbon. There's a little bit of play in here. I'll use some sort of expanding polyurethane in the tube area, but anyway, so I just want to kind of show you guys the next project here that we're going to be working on. Pumped for it. Next video we'll do the kind of full build and covering and get this thing airborne here in a month or two. So appreciate you guys. Have a great day and take care.